Hi, I'm Jackie. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Smallholder Journal, which is about basically resetting our smallholding or homestead as I'm now 65 years old and my husband Neil is a little bit younger, and resetting it, starting over, beginning anew in your 60s with farming and growing, living on the land, simple, close to earth living and what have you. And inviting people along to share tips and advice and experiences and just chatting with you about it really. So this channel is for anyone who is perhaps a little bit older and yet still interested and desperately keen to do something on the land. We're a Christian family. We came into our land by strange, miraculous circumstances, which you'll hear more about some other time. We want to set out by giving God the glory 100% for everything that happens. So that's one of our initial ground rules. What else do you need to know? Well, we don't own any land. We have a 10-acre smallholding in central southern England. It is tenanted land, and we don't own any of it. We have been on it for 25 years, but we still don't own any of it. Also, we can't live on it. It's non-residential, and in the UK it's very hard, even if you own the land, to get permission to just stick a building up it and go and live in it. And so that's not the case. We live actually in a very small mid-terrace house on a little housing estate on the edge of town. Ain't no farmhouse. So that's another thing that makes us just that little bit different. We have, as I said, been on the land for 25 years nearly now, and in that time it's been many things. Our children grew up there, they had ponies there, goats and sheep. We still have goats and sheep. We had a commercial market garden twice. We have run vegetable box schemes and community supported agriculture projects. We've done a lot in those decades. Now our plan is to reset and try to build our dream off-grid existence, give me some income on top of my state pension, which will be coming along in November. And our close-up dream is to have the small holding all tidied up and equipped and running so much better, so that we can, it's working for us. We can work how we want to work in our retirement, and it can provide us with a small income. Now, we've got a big dream too. It's never too late to have a big dream. And our big dream is one day to own land, to live on it and to farm it and to be able to protect it forever. And that's our big long-term dream. But this plot of land that we've got and have had for 25 years enables us to work on our small dream at the same time as working towards our big dream. We don't know what God's got in store for us. Which one of those is going to work out? Maybe both. Don't know. So I plan on talking about this, about our self-sufficiency, and how it works for us in our 60s, how being older, there are different ways to do things maybe, but you still want to get the outcomes that you want. So all that sort of stuff. So now I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the small holding as it is.
So I've chosen a rather grey and windy day to come and take some pictures out here of the farm as it is. It's the buzzards you can hear overhead, and I'm really in the middle of the land we get to rent. And this is a really, it's a bit sneaky because it's a bit of an overview. That's Ralph, our collie. So looking up from this, there's a little bridge here which is our central sort of point. So I'm going to go and stand on the top of that hump. We have got Diva, our draft pony, who is in this little paddock here. And then where you look up to the top, where that tree is central and the green part of the hay meadow rolls down from there, where that tree is, that's the end of our land. And it's that little oblong, you can see either side there is the yellow of arable, or the golden of arable. That side over there you can see our hens, and their home, which is an old trailer, so they can move around. This is Diva's stable. That up there is our hay meadow, which has just been cut. And moving gently around, there's a road up there. It's a field away from us, but it's quite a busy road. This is a swale bank, which you'll learn much more about later. Those are our sheep. There's some little caravan and little buildings. We've got that trailer there, which is usually the goats' outdoor shelter. Piece we've just cleared there that's got tyres all over it. That's to hold plastic down. That's another night and another story. And then what was the market garden over there, with one polytunnel still existing and one in shreds. And it's now just a little garden for us. My car parked in the middle, and a couple of sheds and a caravan over there also. The caravan there is my office.
Now, this channel is my diary, my journal of what's going on our small holding, but it's also really for sharing with particular groups. Anybody is welcome, believe me, anybody is welcome, but I'm particularly looking to chat with those of us who are older, in our 60s, and have, number one, the first category, perhaps people who've worked all their life in an indoor job, or a job that's tied them to an office or particular hours and what have you, and just now have got an opportunity to do some land work, to get out and do something that they've wanted to do all their life, the fulfillment of a dream, the retirement allotment or small holding or whatever. That's the first group of people I'm really hoping is going to be here. And the second, lifers like me, who are like, what are we going to change? How are we going to keep going? What adaptations do we need to make? Let's talk about all those things. And I think those two honestly will feed into each other. And thirdly, I suppose, oldsters who are thinking, how can we pass on our skills, our knowledge, maybe even our equipment, maybe even our businesses to younger people? We need younger people to take over, but when you're a tenant, when you don't own your land, how can we do that? How can we share? So those are a few of the things I want to talk about on the farm part of my channel. And I'm planning on doing one video a week, try and hold me to it, which is a farm video, which is about all that stuff, including the livestock, the garden, what's happening, what I'm doing at home, all of this, the adaptations of not living on the land, of not being 35, of all those things. So that's going to be one of my weekly videos. In addition, I'm planning on doing a second video series, and that, whether that will be weekly or not, I don't know, depends how it goes, about my monetization journey. And that's going to be about, well, first and foremost, trying to monetize this YouTube channel. So if you're watching and you're thinking, this is interesting, please, please, please hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it starts my numbers off. In order to make any money off YouTube, you need to have a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of watch hours. And I need to try to get to those first. So this monetization journey will be partly about this YouTube channel and how I managed to build it and hopefully get it to add to my income in this period of life. This will also be about other things that I plan on monetizing to improve the small holding as it is and build towards first our small dream. So they are, number one, the YouTube channel. Number two, my Substack Smallholder journal. Again, link in the description. That is where I write about all this stuff. And it's a occasional newsletter at the moment. Again, that's going to be a little bit more frequent, and also a place that I store some knowledge and information about processes, things like preserving food, things like making soap, all the different processes that as part of a small holding or homestead you carry out, all going to be there. So that's another one which I'll be trying to build and monetize to help build the small holding. Third of all is farm sales. They're very low at the moment. We don't have much that we sell from the farm. Pedigree purebred sheep, some fleeces, occasionally some lambs, some Christmas turkeys, not many. We don't have a live vegetable garden at the moment, but whatever comes off farm will be another stream. Thirdly, off-farm sales, homestead sales. What can I make to sell on the website? Just crafts or other things that I might make to sell. So that's the third stream of income. And fourthly, potentially anything I just decide to get rid of and shunt off the place and sell, just to try and put some cash in the bank to improve the small holding. So there will be a separate series of videos on this channel, clearly labelled, that are the monetization ones. So if that's what you're interested in, you can watch them. And if that's not what you're interested in, you can skip them. If you just want to watch the farm content, there'll be farm content. And so that is how I'm planning to do this. This is number one of the farm videos. It's very general. And I'm going to close up with some shots of stuff that's been happening to us this summer. And I look forward to seeing you back at my next farm update. Please, as I have said, it would be great if you would like and if you would subscribe, leave a comment, anything that helps me to enliven this channel, get it to monetize so that I can put more stuff on the farm and have more stuff to show you.